Hi dosto. So today we're gonna talk about where were the first fossils found. So let's get started. During the past 2 to 3,000 million years, many forms of life, both plants and animals, have inhabited the earth and then become extinct. We know about them through the study of fossils. Most fossils are the remains of plants and animals preserved in rock. Fossils take many forms. Sometimes they are shells, bones, scales, or other hard parts of animals. More often, chemicals replace the hard parts. The tracks of animals are also fossils. Fossils had existed for millions of years before man began to read their story of past life on the earth. Yet there is evidence that some early men had seen fossils and recognized them as something special. A necklace of fossil seashells was found with the skeleton of a woman who died 30,000 years ago. The scholars of ancient Greece and Rome found fossil seashells far up in the mountains. They realized that these shells were the remains of animals that had once lived in the sea. And so they reasoned that in the past ages these mountains had been under the sea. Scientists did not really begin to study fossils until the late 1700s. One of the first men to do so was Baron Georges Cuvier, a great French naturalist. In the rocks along the river banks near Paris, Cuvier found the bones of elephants, hippopotamus, and many other animals no longer seen in that region. He realized that the climate around Paris must once have been very different, something like the climate of India and Africa today. Then an Englishman named William Smith began to study fossils all over England. He discovered that each kind of rock had its own group of fossils. Older rocks would generally contain simpler fossils than new rocks. From this, he was able to tell the relative age of the rocks. Charles Darwin later used evidence from fossils to show how living forms developed from past forms and how higher forms might have developed from simpler ones. So this is for today guys. Thank you so much.